Food, at its most basic element, is fuel for our body. However, eating does bring us physical and emotional pleasure. As humans, we are emotional beings. In fact, how we express our emotions is one of the things that makes us unique as individuals. The problem is, we inject our emotions into our interactions with food. And once we make the jump from food being good-tasting fuel for our bodies to food being intertwined with our feelings and emotions, food starts to take a place in our lives it was never meant to have. It almost becomes like a companion that we have an emotional history with, that we have a relationship with. Now, most diets give directions without accounting for your specific, unique relationship and history with food. Identifying your specific relationship with food can help you develop a strategy tailored to meet your personal needs. When we are young, our relationship with food begins to be hardwired. Think about it. Many of us were rewarded with candy, cupcakes, ice cream, or when we hurt ourselves, we were given sweet things to make us feel better or to take away the pain. We use food as celebration. Food is the language of love. We call our kids and significant others honey, sweetie, cookie, and my personal favorite, baby cakes. For so many of us, food represents comfort and love. If we want to feel love, we feed ourselves. If we want to feel comforted, we feed ourselves. You go home and our mothers feed us as an expression of their love. And in addition, when we eat the food we like, our bodies release serotonin and endorphins, dopamine, the feel-good chemicals that take away anxiety, make us feel calm, and make us feel good. Food becomes our companion, not just fuel. The trick is finding out what our unique relationship with food is and develop strategies to combat it. I'm going to give you different examples of food relationship and histories with food with strategies to help you overcome them. Figure out which one is you, take the strategies and implement them into your life. Number one, the romantic eater. If you're a romantic eater, you don't just love food, you are in love with food. The sight and smell of your favorite foods make you go weak at the knees. The texture, taste, and aroma are euphoric, overpowering experiences for you. Resisting temptation is futile. After daydreaming about what to eat, you indulge, savoring every last morsel as you lick the sauce off your fingers. You get great highs and deep satisfaction from a good meal. Your strategy for romantics. You guys usually desire rich, luxurious foods, high in fats, calories, and sugars. What you need to do is search for healthy, nutrient-dense foods, grill your food instead of putting everything in a rich sauce. Bake instead of fry. Find new recipes that get you excited and fall in love with food all over again. The next food relationship is the promiscuous eater. Whatever, whenever, wherever, and without discretion. You simply want to eat what you like and stop feeling hungry. Your diet mostly consists of fast, fatty, fried, and sweet foods, and although you tend to enjoy what you eat, you usually end up feeling tired, bloated, and sluggish. You don't know or care too much about healthy eating. You didn't have to bother until recently, but now it's catching up to you. Your strategy: start to take an interest in basic nutrition. Try making one healthy meal per day. If that's too much, try one healthy meal per week. Find out what a healthy meal looks like. Begin to take a serious look at how your eating affects your health, your life, and the lives of those people you love. The third example, the rushed eater. You wake up to the sound of a starter's gun. With no time to prepare breakfast, you rush to get ready. Rush to the car, the bus, the train, or all three, and speed off to work. On the way, you grab a coffee and a donut. And by mid-morning, your caffeine, sugar-induced high wears off. You reach for the closest soda, energy drink, or candy to keep you going. And so it goes for lunch and dinner. You complain that there is no time to prepare or look for healthy meals. Your strategy, preparation, is key for this group. Take a note of where you can get healthy meals in your neighborhood or near your office. Buy healthy snacks, leave them in places where you're likely to snack, like your car, your office, or in your bag. Prepare meals on the weekend. And for you guys, don't eat and multitask. Check out the Strategies for Life handbook. You've got some great tips in there for you. The next type of eater is a cultural eater. If you're a cultural eater, you find it hard to change because most healthy food recipes are so foreign to your palate. Eating your native foods gives you comfort. Your diet is mostly based on meat and consists of starchy, rich, fried foods and sauces. It's always been this way. Making changes is much more difficult. Your strategy, it's important for you to explore tasty substitutes and additions to your diet. Switch fried foods for baked. Instead of starchy foods, try fibrous vegetables like broccoli or cauliflower and experiment, experiment, experiment. The fifth type of eater is the sometime eater. You would be perfectly fine with a coffee and bagel all day. Sometimes you have breakfast, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you skip lunch and don't eat until dinner. Sometimes you just forget to eat, leading to late night binge eating. Your eating patterns are erratic, and even though you only eat twice a day, you're still putting on weight. Your strategy: decide to eat 5 small meals every day, 3 to 4 hours apart. Set your meal times and try to stick to them. Eating infrequently slows down your metabolism, causing you to burn less fat and also gain weight. The sixth food relationship is the confused eater. You swear you eat healthy, but can't figure out why you're still putting on weight. You tried every diet, but nothing seems to work. You're frustrated and genuinely confused about why you can't lose weight. Your strategy: get educated. Read as much as you can about nutrition. You may want to book an appointment with a nutritionist and also explore if you have any thyroid issues. The last one is the emotional eater. For the emotional eater, food is your refuge. You use food to deal with the emotional ups and downs of life. Food has been a friend and a companion to you. It has been there during the highs and the lows, and sometimes breaking up is just hard to do. Strategy for you: find new ways to deal with stress. Talk with friends. Try an exercise class. Get a weekly massage. Get a hobby. If you feel like your emotions are too difficult to deal with without dependency on food, it may be time to seek out a good counselor or a professional therapist. So there are your food relationships. Which one do you identify with? Which strategies do you need to put in place? Get working, put those strategies in place, and start to break up those bad food relationships.